Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, it's been a big 24 hours for Battlefield. Yesterday, we got the full-on worldwide reveal for Battlefield 6, kind of detailing the overall narrative and the story of the game, showing off some rendered engine footage here, not actual true gameplay, but you get a general sense of what the game is going to look like, what it's going to have as far as environments go, some weaponry, some vehicles, things of that nature. Really cool reveal, but not actual gameplay, of course. That's going to be reserved for the 31st with the actual multiplayer reveal that was confirmed at the end of that trailer. But in addition to the Battlefield 6 story and the narrative there, in addition to multiplayer, another major thing this year, maybe what I'm most excited about, quite frankly, is the leaked Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. I think Firestorm back in the day had quite a bit of potential. It just fell short. Obviously, it wasn't free to play. They didn't really support it in a great way post-launch, and so it just really missed the mark. But I think the idea was there for sure, and them giving another go at Battle Royale and really seemingly putting a ton into it this year could mean very good things for the BR category in general. Obviously, a direct competitor to Warzone, which I think is what the game really needs. It needs competition to reinforce it to be better, basically. And it just so happens we've got some brand new Battlefield 6 Battle Royale details and leaks that have surfaced after we now have this general BF6 reveal. I wanted to start first with a little bit of context here for the greater conversation today, because we have seen a little bit of other news in general for the game that encompasses Battle Royale, multiplayer campaign, etc. here. So Charlie Intel originally reports here saying the Battlefield 6 release date is reportedly October 10th, 2025. Now, this was also the leaked date from a few days back. I think the EA app had mentioned this or something like that. However, with this, EA accidentally uploaded and then immediately removed a disclaimer's legal page to the official Battlefield website, which said promotional offers expire October 10th, 2025, which would indicate that pre-order stuff would then, you wouldn't be able to pre-order basically beyond October 10th. So that does seem to be the likely release date for this game. However, that's very important in the context of the Battle Royale, which we'll get to here momentarily. This, though, is also pretty important news in my opinion. Will again directly impact the Battle Royale gameplay. Battlefield 6 will launch on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store. You'll notice there are two missing platforms there, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Battlefield 6 is going to be a current gen only game, which is going to open up the door for this to have way more advanced gameplay as far as tech goes, right? And be able to potentially be supported for much longer with more enhanced updates, with more in-depth updates. You look at Call of Duty right now, one of the largest complaints is that the support for last gen, the game still being forced to release on PS4 and Xbox One like Black Ops 7 will be later this year. It's holding the game back in some pretty massive ways. It's limiting map rotation in Warzone for big map. Technologically, it's holding the game back as far as what they can push as far as graphics go, different gameplay elements, design features. It is massively limiting the game. Now, Call of Duty also recognizes there's still a large chunk of players on last gen, and that's dollar signs to them. Battlefield here, though, kind of giving people a reason to, if they haven't yet, upgrade here. If you really want to experience Battlefield 6 in its entirety, you're going to need a current gen console. You're going to need PC here. No official support for last gen, which hopefully means the game is going to have just, you know, features and have optimization that we haven't seen in some time. But here's where things get very interesting. We have some new details on the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale to stack on top of the major leaks that we've seen over the past few months as well. But in a new article from Game Rant, they say, rumor, Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode might not actually be available at launch. And I want to detail obviously the information that they give us here, but also why this could be a big hit or potentially a big miss depending on how things go. But as we're detailing everything here, obviously we've been covering Battlefield a little bit more on this channel, and also my second channel as well. If you guys aren't subscribed over there yet, always linked down in the description below. But if you guys want to continue to see Battlefield 6 coverage here, a great way to do so, to let me know you guys enjoy this stuff, is to drop a like on the video. And of course, if you're new here, you want to hit that subscribe button, help get us one step closer to hitting 1 million subscribers. I would seriously appreciate it. And of course, you can stay up to date with everything going on. But as far as these new Battle Royale details go, this is what Game Rant says. A new rumor from a credible source claims that EA won't be launching a Battle Royale mode alongside Battlefield 6 on October 10th. So multiplayer campaign presumably on October 10th, Battle Royale TBD at a later date, as it will arrive months after the base game is launched. So we're talking probably 2026 which is a bit of a gamble. You get closer to the GTA 6 launch and suddenly maybe that Battle Royale is not going to start off as hot as it potentially could be, even being free to play, right? So they're going to have to be very careful here with how they approach this. While there have been plenty of rumors surrounding a potential Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 6, it looks like the studio is still hard at work on its development, as new info suggests fans may even have to wait until early next year to play it. This would kind of add up with just like the general timing of everything. They do their general reveal. It's clearly campaign and story oriented. They say, hey, multiplayer reveal on the 31st. Absolutely zero discussion, zero confirmation whatsoever for Battle Royale as of right now. With Battle Royale games being all the rage in recent years, it's no surprise that there have been rumors claiming Battlefield 6 will also have a Battle Royale mode. However, the shooter may be following in the footsteps of COD and launching the mode months after the base game's release, similar to how back in MW 2019 that dropped, and then in March we ended up seeing Warzone instead of right alongside the launch in November, whenever it ended up releasing, maybe late October, whatever it was. According to Kick streamer Rival Factor, two inside sources have told the content creator that the mode will be free to play, but is not going to come out until months after the base game. However, the streamer did note that plans could change behind the scenes between now and its release. So they go on to say, EA has yet to confirm when the next Battlefield entry in the series will be released, but there are rumors that claim Battlefield will launch in October, as we just discussed. If these rumors prove to be true, the Battle Royale's mode might not be available until the holiday season, so maybe they could drop, you know, a late November and an early December Battle Royale. They'd be kind of going right up against Call of Duty at that point with Black Ops 7, and then potentially the Season 1 Warzone integration for that, which, you know, could be interesting. Obviously, it's going to have direct competition there, but when you launch right alongside one versus the other, people are going to lean heavy one way probably and not go and check out each of them individually as you're trying to level things up, get a feel for it. You're probably going to spend a lot of time on one and then maybe later go and check out the other. So that could be sort of a conflict of interest, but of course the timing comes down to it. Maybe they wait until after the Warzone integration happens and they launch it in January, February, a little bit away from GTA 6 still, but also a little bit after Warzone to see how that sort of, you know, goes. This isn't unheard of. Warzone is now one of the biggest battle royales, but it didn't come until 5 months after the release of Modern Warfare 2019. Whether or not EA feels like delaying the release of Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode is good for marketing, or if it's just not simply ready yet, remains unknown. But here's where things get a little bit interesting, because we know Battlefield 6 is basically it for EA. If this game flops, EA is in big trouble, and so is the Battlefield franchise, basically, according to inside reports. They have this very lofty goal of trying to hit 100 million players on this game like Warzone did, although that was largely thanks to everyone being stuck inside and Warzone being the hot new thing at the time, right? However, with this, if you're not launching right alongside Battlefield 6, which personally, in my opinion, if the Battle Royale mode is ready and you can launch it right next to Battlefield 6 on October 10th, where you have campaign, multiplayer, Battle Royale to choose from whenever you want, multiplayer campaign obviously being premium, Battle Royale being free, that's going to see the biggest number of players right at launch that you could possibly get, right? And if they're going for that lofty 100 million player goal, that would be a great way to try and hit that. Not saying it will, but that'd be a great way to try and hit that. Now, the Battle Royale still is probably going to generate a ton of hype whenever it launches, especially if it is free to play. That's just a natural entry barrier that's going to get a ton of players on your game. But here's the thing, this could backfire, and it largely depends on the state of Battlefield 6 at launch. According to the lab's playtest, you know, the game feels good, but it's not flawless by any means, and October is coming up here pretty quick. So if the game does launch in a somewhat rushed or unpolished state, that's going to be a mark on Battlefield, and that probably could kill a lot of hype. And if the game does not launch in a fantastic state and people aren't ranting and raving about Battlefield 6 on October 10th and, you know, the weeks following, why would people have a huge incentive to check out the Battle Royale thereafter if the base game didn't launch in a great state? Now, you could make the argument, okay, they're polishing the Battle Royale more, but also you now have a track record of Battlefield 6 had a ton of dev put into it, and if it doesn't launch in a great state, that probably creates some doubts for the Battle Royale and could potentially limit just how many players will actually check that out, as opposed to the, you know, mystery behind, is it good, is it not good if you launch it all together? So sort of my 2 cents there, but there is more to the Battle Royale in general that I did want to cover for those of you unaware of sort of what to expect with this BF6 Battle Royale. So we had covered some of the large specifics with this a little while back, but just the general rundown here, this was reported a bit ago because of some leaked game files via Battlefield Labs and whatnot. New details leaked on the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale game mode. This is, like I said, all data mined information, free to play, developed by Ripple Effect. Battlefield Battlefield data miner Temporal reported the remaster of Operation Firestorm in Battlefield 6 has been revealed as the previously unknown location in Turkmenistan. Its description suggests that it'll also be integrated into the main lore surrounding the conflict between NATO and Pax Armada, which directly ties to what we just saw in the general reveal trailer the other day. Firestorm was the first Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 5. Rumors suggest that BF6 uses the same Ring of Fire effect that closes in on the map, so if you liked that feature, that'll apparently be returning. Temporal shared a long list of features on Reddit, including a description for the storyline. Some of these key features include priority missions, so like contracts from Warzone essentially. You can complete objectives, but other teams also have an opportunity to stop you and steal the rewards. Completing a mission grants rewards like vehicle access key cards, so you could end up getting a vehicle. It'll have limited fuel, limited ammo, but it's a way to traverse the map a little bit easier. Also can offer some protection that can be used on a powerful combat vehicle or a custom weapon drop, similar to loadouts obviously from Warzone. Like Warzone, the game mode also features field upgrades, which are traits to improve your character. Additionally, you get one respawn shortly after the match starts, and there is a respawn tower similar to Fortnite if you want to bring a teammate back. The other key feature, which I personally think is going to be really cool, the oversight system, where even after you die, you can use remote cameras, drones, and turrets to still see what's going on the map and actually reveal enemies and wreak havoc from the afterlife, where you can actually give your teammates that are alive information because you see an enemy team running and you caught them on like your security camera that you're in, right? So that could be a really cool feature. But it seems like it's going to be, you know, a little bit of a mashup of some Warzone features, Battlefield gameplay, Battlefield scale, destruction, vehicles, etc., but also taking elements that COD fans really enjoy, maybe even some Fortnite fans would really enjoy, like the respawn towers and stuff. So there's a lot of potential for this. Just a matter of when are we going to get this, and what will the expectation be going into it after the launch of Battlefield 6 now in full. But as it stands, those are the new details, some new expectations for the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode. Obviously, as we continue to get more info on this in the coming days, weeks, and months, I'll be keeping you guys up to date with it. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be really appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.